Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. Shout out to Geek About It. Let me read y'all this title. You're not gonna want to click off this video. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm hyped right now, because I love when Geek About It drop. How Kendrick Lamar created GNX, track by track. We about to get into this video. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
On the 22nd of November 2024, Kendrick Lamar dropped a surprise album out of nowhere. In fact, even Interscope Records didn't find out about it until the morning it was released. And the people working with Kendrick the night before had no idea.
I was in the studio the night before the album came out.
The day before that shit dropped, we had left the booth, you feel me? The previous night type shit. Man, nigga woke up next day, that shit was out, that shit was crazy.
GNX is Kendrick's shortest album, only 44 minutes long. It doesn't have any skits or deep meanings. The album is named after a car he's always wanted and finally got.
I wanted to go back to the forefront of just the bite and just the grit of rap. Just all raps and hard-ass beats. And that's like the basics for me. I thought about, damn, what I used to like when I was a kid. Hard raps, good beats, that's smacking, right?
You all and anything that you're interested in, whether sports or you got any craft. If you once you like you reach this level, like, man, how could I make this fun again? Go back to the basics. That's a trick you use for your your longevity in whatever you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're involved in.
Right.
It's a celebration of West Coast culture. Think of it as a sonic journey through LA, where Kendrick picks up his favorite up-and-coming West Coast artists along the way.
Did he tell you what song put him onto you, or what, like when he got put onto you?
Yeah, since 6 Block, since the first one.
Since 6 Block, he's been watching.
Crazy. He knew the whole, like, he knew some of the lyrics. He knew about the, like, some of the story.
When I was in jail the whole time, like literally since 2020, I've been hearing Kendrick Lamar asked about you, like certain homies, the homie Doughburger, rest in peace.
It came through my boy. He like, bro, you know Kendrick Lamar looking for you? I'm like, hell no. I'm like, you for real? He like, bro, I wouldn't be playing like type shit.
Hey, that's the reaction you get right there. What? Huh? What? You lying, man? Stop. Like, hey, look, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing.
One day, my phone kept blowing up. Hey, he looking for you. Kendrick looking for you. Different hoods, like 5 different hoods called me in one day.
The first voice we hear on the record is that of Daria Barrera, a mariachi singer. The story is Kendrick and his people were in the building for a Dodgers game on the night where she was performing, and they really liked what they were hearing. Three days later, she was contacted and invited to the studio. The main producers on GNX are Soundwave and Jack Antonoff, who worked on every track. But of course, there are a bunch of other producers credited on the record. What's interesting is that Kendrick is also credited on production a couple times. He's very hands-on, often sparking ideas, giving specific requests, or setting the direction for producers. For the song Hey Now, Kendrick wanted something unique that others wouldn't get on, and Mustard had the perfect beat. He created it in 2019, aiming to make a West Coast version of grinding, which is simple but iconic. Literally just drums and bass. When Mustard played it for other artists, they didn't connect, but Kendrick immediately saw the vision.
Well, you said Hey Now, was it YG that you gave that to first, or that he passed
Hey
on?
Now, I made in front of him, and he was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, all right. And then I played it for Quavo, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, you should do this. He's like, what, I'm supposed to whisper? And I'm like, and I remember Kendrick told me something like, man, send me something that you did that's like, it's crazy that nobody, like, it don't sound like nothing else. And I'm like, I got the perfect one. As soon as I sent it, he was like, oh yeah, that's it. And when he said that, I was like, oh shit. I sent him Hey Now way before Not Like Us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sent him Hey Now. Hey Now is a beat that I made in like 2019 or 2018 or something.
For the song GNX, he wanted an
You got to be an artist to venture out. I want something new. Let me get a breath of fresh air, man. I wanted some ignorant West I'm about to hit the studio now.
Ignorant West sound with space in the drums, and Rascal the producer delivered exactly that. The story behind Squabble Up is also notable. Kendrick gave Scott Bridgway the original When I Hear Music song to sample. Bridgway then picked the best 10 seconds and made a beat in 30 minutes. He took it back to Kendrick, who heard it and then freestyled for another 30 minutes before writing the song. According to Bridgeway, the track was finished that same day. TV Off came from 2 separate beats that Mustard sent. Kendrick recorded over both and turned them into one song.
They're gonna
So
say
like,
it's a LA
these are
thing.
unlimited beats. That's all Kendrick shit.
Holy
Like that's
shit.
all beats I just send them.
The first sample on TV Off was done by Sean Momberger, who also worked on Not Like Us with Mustard.
We've just been locked in, just making beats all day, and we just have a good creative rapport. So, you know, we were just locked in trying to make stuff for Kendrick, and he was texting Kendrick like 5 beats a day. And
The now viral Mustard scream in the second half of the song was Kendrick mimicking Goku when he first turned Super Saiyan.
Hey,
Mustard!
Other key
That's fire, bruh. That's fire.
collaborators include Ink.
My homegirl, Ink, actually, we was talking about this in the studio. She brought this in the studio.
Ink contributed heavily to GNX. She produced and wrote on Luther, did the call and response with Kendrick on Squabble Up. She also sang on Dodger Blue and wrote and produced on Gloria.
That hat is crazy.
So like, just like that, I ain't gonna lie, like his mind, he's on a different level, bro. He's just a different beast. He's so humble, but yet so aggressive in his passion. It's like the switch comes on and off, but like, and that's what we bring to the table with each other. Like, you know, we just inspire each other. And I think I love working with artists that really just let me be authentically me and just show up for them however they want me to show up.
Something that stood out to me while I was doing research is Kendrick knows exactly what he needs when inviting artists into the studio. He often lays down a rough reference to show them exactly what he wants. For example, on his last album, Soundwave once walked into the studio to find Kendrick arguing with himself, using 2 voices, one being his and the other one acting as a woman's voice. The song he was working on was We Cried Together. On Peekaboo, he recorded a mumble reference that sounded exactly like AZ Chak before AZ even entered the studio.
The day before, he was in New York and he already did the song. He said he already heard me on it. So when he played it, his parts was already on there, and the parts I was supposed to be on, he was mumbling how I rap. Yeah, that's you.
That's
I'm
your
like,
pocket.
oh, okay, bet. Like, you know what I mean? So told me like, rap, bro, just rap. He like, when you rap, just rap like. When they hear this, they want to ask like, who the fuck is this? Like, I did like 4 different verses to Peekaboo.
Wow.
Peekaboo was a lot longer than that, but I think he was just doing it just to have more to work with.
Yeah.
So like, I did the first half. He came in like, that's hard. Do this.
He also wanted him to do the hook by himself, but it was too fast for him to keep up.
They had me do the hook by itself, but that shit is a tongue twister. I told them. Like, even when I heard it the first time before I even knew they wanted me to do the hook by myself like that, I'm like, Dennis, he's saying this shit fast as fuck.
Who is he, Eminem?
Yeah. And when I told him, he like, bro, I just did like so many takes. I just kept
and
doing
one
it.
work.
Yeah, I just kept doing it. So when I went to go do it, like the first time I couldn't do it by myself. Like I had to hear him say it. Like it had to play while I said it.
Because of how aloof and out the way he is, most people won't know that a lot of these artists on GNX are people that Kendrick has already had behind the scenes relationships with. He's quietly tuned into the scene. For example, Wally the Sensei, who's featured on Dodger Blue, is from Kendrick's neighborhood and has known him for years. He appeared in the Family Ties video and is close to Kendrick's best friend J Real and Lil L.
We all come from the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
As far as me, Kendrick, L, Jay West.
Lil L manages Hitter J3, who's also from Kendrick's neighborhood and appears on the album.
Hey, shout out to Hitter J3. Hitter J3 been putting in that work. He been putting in that work. He been dropping left and right.
Kendrick's close circle plays a major role in discovering this new talent.
I don't speak on it crazy, but like with K-Dot, me and him is really like this type stuff. So it's like whatever I'm listening to that I think is tight, I normally send it to him. I sent Savi Third music to Dot, you get what I'm saying? So, and he liked Savi, he looked at the story and thought it was authentic, and he brought him out to one of the shows, you get what I'm saying? But that's just normal things that we do, you get what I'm saying? But I sent him all that. I sent him all kind of artists in LA, and he sent me a lot of local artists that a lot of people don't even know he listened to.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like he put me on a lot of niggas out the ghetto.
I'm real cool with Dot's best friend. He like his executive assistant.
Nice.
Shout out J Real.
J Real. I've been J Real.
J-Real.
Yeah, shout out to J Real. I've been with J Real for a long time. Like basically like when I first started rapping it, but like when I first dropped my first 2 little mixtapes, he was just showing Kendrick and like, man, I think you should, you know, tap in with this young. Like, he hard. Whoa, whoa.
There are songs on GNX like Reincarnated. Where you possibly came up with the inspiration for a record like that? Like,
first off, shout out to Tupac. That's the number one. That was always one of my favorite records. With records like that, it's always going into my mind of like, what if, right? And crafting out my what if ideas to the masses. So when I think about concepts and I think about what I actually believe and what I feel, I just go through a breakdown as if I'm reading a book, you know, and how I want people to hear this from a book sequence. So my initial process is, okay, how can I open them up to the story, and how can I drive them to the ending point to make them feel truly exactly what I'm trying to convey, whether they take their own perspective from it or they take mine. I just want you to feel it first.
Dang. That joint is deep. That joint was deep. I like these type of videos, bro. It give you some insight of the mind, how the mind works. See, Drake can't do that. You know why? Because he lack big ideas. He lack big ideas. He don't have no ideas, man. All he want to do is play around in the club. Man, party is over, bro. The party is over. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these Geek About It videos, man. These my joints. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you to watch it unfiltered and uninterrupted. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe as well. And get this video to 1,000 likes. Please, please, please. Thank you.